Hello and welcome to Crystal Clear Coaching with Crystal Tottenham. That's me. I am doing a month, 31 days of tuning in, and I'm just flowing with what comes out to do with tuning into yourself on a regular basis and being able to discern and trust yourself. Discern what's right for you and trust yourself. We have Bailey also in this video today. Welcome, Bailey. And it's really important that we do this, because if we're not tuning in for ourselves, we get pulled into the whims of other people, places, things, structures, systems, and that's when we feel really unaligned. And do you want to be feeling not great about life and just feeling pulled in all the wrong directions? I don't think so. So, yeah, tuning into yourself and learning to trust yourself and your own inner workings, first and foremost, over the information barrage we get on a daily basis in this day and age, 2025 and beyond, whenever you in the future might be watching this. And yeah, we're so taught to seek external validation. So anything that doesn't come from within your being, your brain, your body, your soul, your heart, it's external. Like, even if you're someone that uses tarot cards or oracle cards, that's still externally validating something. So yeah, I mean, on the most part, general day and age, the ways that we externally validate is that we put our power in somebody else's opinion of us, and that means we're led by the whims of what they're thinking. And let's be honest, how often are you able to share every single tiny nuance of your life experience as to why you make the choices that you make for yourself? And how often do people not know? And then it comes out, if you're lucky, years later, that somebody made a snap judgment of how you reacted to something or acted in some scenario, not realizing a certain important detail that that would have actually had them understand that what you did was right for you. And also that it wasn't personal if it was anything that felt detrimental to them. And you also don't know somebody else's lived experience to know whether they're going to take something the wrong way. You just can't know. There's too much. It's like trying to explain how much our subconscious brain is recording in any given moment. If you had to put it in words or even say it out loud, of all the tiny details going on right here, like all the exact leaves in this very present moment, on these trees here, the amount of posts in this fence, the blades of grass, my chipped fingernails, and how that's all not perfect. How this post was sitting, the colorings of everything. If you had to describe that all, just from one single snap of the fingers snapshot of the present, where I am right now, the mountains, it would take you a lifetime to describe every single thing. And then especially if you go down to the cells and the minutiae, and then you zoom out and you go to the world, to the universe, it's just wild. And yet, everything that's currently in we'll simplify it to eyesight, is currently being recorded in my subconscious. It's wild. So to try and actually write that all down, or to understand the nuance of somebody else's recorded experience in their subconscious, and their conscious brains too, there's just no way that you could ever understand every tiny nuance of every conversation they've had with someone, or interaction they've had, just like a happy moment where, I mean, if you bring feelings and emotions into it too, what feelings and emotions they have linked to certain items, places, people, things, and you just don't know what you don't know about someone else, and everyone's going on their own journey, and like that's why I always believe in being kind to people, because you just don't know what someone else is going through. And I personally think that everyone is always going through something to some degree that they're not super happy with in life. That doesn't mean they're not enjoying their life or having a great life. I just think life always has its challenges, and I think that's a beautiful thing, because that invites us to step up and learn something new for ourselves and find ways of becoming more strong and resilient. And yes, you might be like, I don't want to be resilient anymore, I just want to have it easy. And I think there is a point where you can choose for yourself if something is making your life hard and it's not actually something you're passionate about. So again, this comes back to the inner trust. Like if you can discern quickly if that's a hell yes or a hell no for yourself, then you can just cut all that clutter. Cut all that clutter of feeling like you have to do things in order to be happy. Yeah, I feel like there was more I wanted to say on that, but I've lost my train slightly. But yeah, the more that you learn to know yourself, trust your inner self, and notice your inner voice or voices, which doesn't mean you're crazy, by the way, it just means you're normal. Everybody's got a voice, and if you say you don't have a voice, just listen to what's saying I don't have a voice. It's that voice. So yeah, if we know internally what lights us up, what we want to follow, what we want, ideally, like we have like clear dreams, clear goals towards our dreams in the future, then we're gonna know immediately if we're a hell yes for something or a hell no. If it aligns with us and the path we want to take in life. And yes, sometimes you might be, a young family, and maybe you've decided that your own personal purpose or brand, like maybe you've got a business that you want to create or build, but you've decided, I'll do what I can when I can, but my actual purpose and my thing I want to really concentrate on right now is raising my children, and that's totally fine. But it's just noticing, even if you've got things that dreams that you want to coincide, but it's noticing, okay, maybe that's too much for at one time to be doing. So perhaps it's just knowing yourself and tuning in with yourself often enough to be like, you know what, just had a baby, it's kind of a lot, and I'm loving this season as much as I would like to work on this project right now. I don't want it to be at the cost of me getting overwhelmed and stressed out. And so maybe it's that you can, have a dream goals list that you keep, and you decide that your focus for right now is raising your lovely young family. And it might be that you feel like you've got capacity to do both at the same time. But it's just being able to look at these things and recognize for yourself if maybe just putting one down for the moment is actually gonna allow you to sigh in relief that you just get to focus on that for the moment, and know that you will get to the time, you'll get to that goal once it next feels achievable to you. So that's what we talked about today. It's it's interesting. I'm never quite sure what I'm going to talk about, but I've got so much to say on this. I just know myself, and if I tried to sit down and write it all out and have some kind of structure, I would go off on tangents anyway. But like, I know that me flowing authentically, messily, leaving in the ahs and the ums, is gonna lead to conversations that are much more authentic and raw. And part of me is like, my camera's not very good right now, I would like better lighting, but I think in this day and age, with so many things, more and more is being created with AI, and I think we're missing the authentic connection of a human being in front of a camera, or ideally a human being in person in front of you. But you know, for lack of being able to share that easily with lots of people, you know, this is a great possibility here that I can at least share it in this way. Alright, so tune in for yourself, find your ways to discern what dreams you're focusing on in the near future, and make sure that you don't overwhelm yourself with your dreams, because you can have lots of dreams and just choose the ones that feel true to you. When you, oh sorry, bug alert, choose the ones that feel true to you in the moments that you know you will have capacity. No overwhelm here, please. Anyway, I've got a lovely doggo waiting patiently to go for a walk with me, so I'll just take you for a little walk around quickly. See, the lighting's much better there, but I just couldn't get it to, I didn't have anything to put it on. So, hope you had a good day, and let me know if this resonated. I'll come back and clarify tomorrow if I feel like anything didn't make sense. I sometimes don't know how things are going to go, but yeah, just look at this. Wait. That's somebody's house, really, but oh, sunset, and here's a doggy. Hey, Bailey! Alright, bye-bye!